Alrighty, welcome back to another one of my episodes on the joy of compositing. Today we're going to be looking at how to make your nuclear accelerator unlicensed glow, just like I did here. Because this is what it looked like, kind of, sort of, in the beginning, and we're just going to jump right into Fusion and make this glow happen. So let's just do a couple. What just happened? Fusion, where is my clip that I was working on? This one. Yeah. So we're just going to jump right in. We're going to make sure everything's set up so you can see what's going on. But yeah, this is what we're working on today. You should be able to see my node tree over here, because we're going to work on this node tree over here. I've already set up a couple things just to get it to be able to see. You can see on the viewer, and you get the viewers over here. So let's just switch it back to our main footage. There we go. And everything is going good right there. So we're going to make those circles glow. So in this little scene, the girl switches on the nuclear accelerator and it revs itself up, but you need to be brought in, otherwise you got nothing. It's just there, and those glow in the movie. So we're gonna work on that real quick, and we're gonna kind of make what's going on. Don't worry about any of that. Don't need none of that. We're gonna make this from scratch, from memory. So we have our main footage. I'm just gonna start with take that out, and we're gonna work from scratch. Now, here we go. Anyways, hopefully you can follow along. And yeah, this is how I'm going to make that nice little bit of glow happen on my footage over there, because it's cool. Come on now. You can't have a proton pack that she turns it on and it doesn't do anything. That just doesn't seem like fun. So we got our main footage. We're going to just start with what we're going to do. We're going to start with making a new background node. Just pop that guy in there like that. We're going to call him nothing, because we're going to make kind of a comp on top of a comp here. Now we're going to pull in a rectangle, and we're going to call him let's call him Glowy Bar, Glow Bar. Yeah, that sounds fun. Right there. And we're going to give him a couple, boost him up a little bit. We're going to give him 0.0275. And we're going to pump that. We're going to get another one. And we're going to say, for right now, we're going to call this Red Glow. Alright, so we just know what that is. We're going to say that's red solid. We're going to pump that guy into there, and we're going to pump that guy into there. And then you should be able to see what I did there. That's what we got going on. What in the world is that? Well, that's because our nothing node, we didn't take the second to go that. I really need to just make that a macro. We're just going to shrink this down maybe a little bit. Just want that to be a nice little bar. Boop. There we go. Looking good. Maybe a little bit thinner. Kind of give it a border width maybe. Let's just see where we're at. Yeah. Alright. Cool. So one of the other things we want to do is make sure everything is running through proper color management, just because we are adding colors to our thing. So we're just going to put in what I have as a macro. You probably don't have a macro that does that. If you do, it's fine. It's just a CST node that's set up to the most common camera space that I have, which is when I have it, then I don't have to think about it. It just does it. And there we go. Now we got a red bar, and we can see is red going down into there, into my glow. and we watch through it. The footage, the camera does move a little bit, so the backpack does move. We got to pay attention for that. We're going to move that up there, kind of start with that. A little glow bar, so we got the 3 lights. There's different ways you could do it. You could do a polygon mask and kind of just draw a circle and then do the outside thing, but I thought that making it like this would be more fun. So from here, we are going to want to take our red glow and kind of go down to the merge to nothing. Think about that for a second. We're also going to want another red fill because we want there to be some glow out. So we're going to take this. I'm going to do a soft fill. And just put that there, and we're going to just crank this down and make that transparent. Let's think about this for a second. There we go. Red glow on. Now we got everything hyper realized going on there. So now let's think about this. We're going to bump through back to our main footage and go over here. And if you look at the viewers, I got it both screens. We're going to track that because we know the camera moves. So we're going to want to track that. We're going to want to track right here. We want those things to be tracked. So we're just going to go set. We're going to do translation, rotation, scale. And we're going to go bloop. And it's going to lock on. There's got some good points there. Yeah, that's looking nice, right? It does its thing. And we just tracking it. We're going to go back, track the other way. Tracking it. Yeah. There we go. There, we got that. We're going to just pump out a planar transform. So we're going to go back to when I do planar tracker, I like to go back to whatever I picked to set the planar tracker on. I'm going to keep that there for now. We're going to go pop this. We're going to do just briefly, I'm going to do I don't care about where the red glow is, the broad glow is. We just have that everywhere. We want the bar to be somewhere. So we're going to just transform that initially. And we're going to just go kind of get it close to center. Put it right on that nublet. Right there. I think there's a term for that in Ghostbusters, but I am not 100% sure. And we're going to take our planar transform and we're going to put that right there. And now we should be fairly locked on. Like we watch that bar. We go doopity doopity. Doopity doopity. Yeah, that bar pretty much stays right on. Oops. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. So that bar stays right kind of where we want it. Right there on the pack, dead center. It does not move. It does not jostle. It is locked on and loaded. Okay, now we're making some progress. Now we got some things going on here. We got some planar tracker going on. We got our baseline transform just to lock that bar onto a place. Now we got to animate that glow bar. We want that glow bar to spin. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go, let me move something around on my screen. So in our clip, we see that she starts. So we got these yellow bars here. If you're looking at the viewer, we're going to go a couple frames before, and we're going to hit on the glow bar. We're going to hit angle, and we're going to go clickety-click, and it's going to start at 0. And then we're going to go past, and we're just going to crank this up to like 15. How many times around? Let's see, 360, go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go around 2,000 degrees. Or which way does that make that go? So that goes counterclockwise. We want it to go clockwise. So we want to actually go back here, and we're going to do negative 2,000 right there. Boom. And yeah, it's on track. There we go. Now we got it spinning. It looks like a propeller. We're running a little bit slow. Yeah, just watch that. So we got our track. We're going to go over to our spline. We're going to say, hey, I don't want it to do, so this curve right here is currently ease in, ease out, so it's going to take its time. We don't want that. We want this to be smooth. So we want it to be linear. We want it to just crank up. We want it to take time getting to where it's going, because she flicks the switch and we cut to a different angle. So we have an angle of her flicking it, and we have an angle of her. So you can see how we're adjusting it. So now when we watch through, it cuts to this angle. It's going to start spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, and then as it follows that curve down, it's going to start speeding up towards the end of our clip. And it's just going to keep accelerating very fast. Oops. I'm rendering very slowly, probably because I'm, yeah, in there. So it's going to start speeding up as it gets closer. And that's how we're going to crash down past the end of the clip. Boom. So it's going to, you know, as it revs up its nuclear acceleration. So now we got a red glow, we got that glow, we got that glow, we got this nothing here, and this, so we can clean up this right here and kind of make it like this. I personally like to go, if you know me, I like things to flow. And this, so this is a stack, and this goes into this, and merges go on top, and other things go over there. So we're going to come back to this in a second, but right now we have our red glow, we have our everything. We don't want that everywhere. So we're going to just start with putting down a polygon and pumping that over that. Why did it? Every once in a while it's been doing this weird thing. So we got a polygon. We're going to mask wherever that puts. So this is our main footage. We're going to go zoom in on that backpack there. And we're going to just draw a circle. We really only want it where it's actually red. Right? Just kind of draw a loose circle. It's okay. And then we're going to just do another one. So we're going to just add another polygon. And we're going to draw a circle over here. And you can see there's our red, there's our glow. And we're going to do another one because we have 3. But we're losing detail. You notice what we're losing when we're doing this? There we go. That's good. We'll put a little soft edge on them. And push the border without. So that's why we didn't need to be exact on all of them. We can do, so we could either go all of them with a soft edge, or we can go, hey, all 3 of these I'd like to control separately. So I'm going to just go, whoop, dibbity-doop, that control. And I'm going to go combine alpha, add, put multiply image, and we'll just add a little blur. And we're going to just pipe that into the right thing so it's feeding it. Add some blur, so it just softens those edges up. Let's see here. We call him bottom. I like labeling things. It's cathartic. Top left and top right. All right, let's see here. Is there anything about these that we're not happy about? It's decent. It's not bad. We're just going quick, eagerly. But yeah, we just need to do that again with another set. So we're going to turn these off and we're going to pump this in. And we're going to go draw right on these cross beams. So we want, because we're going to just cut that out a little bit. And we're going to add another one. Like so. And yeah, don't worry. Ah, there we go. Finish that out. We don't need to be exact because here's the thing. It's gonna glow. So there's gonna be light bleed around all the edges. We're also gonna be putting that blur that we saw on it as well. So we just want to mark that out. And we're gonna just go and give that its own matte control. And we're gonna go same way, bottom. Oh. Bottom bar. Top left bar. And top right bar. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to just go, all right, cool, cool, cool. Pump that in. And we're going to say we want to invert that. And we want to just give it that same little blur. And we're not going to pump it straight in. We're going to actually take another matte control and put that right here. We're going to say this is our primer, goes in, and then over the top, we're going to put in that one, and we're going to say combine alpha, subtract, post multiply image, and we can see what's going on in our viewer over here. So that's that. We want minimum. We want the circles with the gaps. And we want to put that in our mask. There we have it. So you can see those bars are still there. We can go back to that bottom bar and go, well, we want it to be a little bit more on the edges. Just kind of make those adjustments on the fly. And see, you know, top left looks a little tight. This is part of it, yeah. This one has a lot of bleed, too much. No, just massage, getting close. So yeah, just putting that together, getting it all set up. There we go. So we have these three. Go into this one so we can control how it looks. We can go blur those a lot, blur them a little bit, keep them tight, however we want. We can control the same thing over here on that one, and then we can control the global blur, how much we're doing all over the place. So yeah, that's kind of looking good. So that's still not glowy. I mean, it's there, and if we scrub through it, up, we did something there. We're going to want to go back. This is where we drew everything on there, on that frame. And we're going to want to say, remove polygon, polyline, remove polygon, polyline, remove polygon, polyline. I wish I had this set up to do it faster. We don't want to make adjustments that then change how things track. So these things shouldn't move because the backpack doesn't really move. And just like we did that planar tracker up there, we're going to just take that same one, paste an instance of it, and we're going to just pump our mat control straight in, put it here, and boop. Uh-oh. Done there, did that, didn't we? And they are off-centered because we did not draw them on the correct places. So we're going to have to just fix some of here. We can either go back through and redo all the things, or we can just kind of go, let's just be down and dirty, put it in transform. We did it on a different frame than our planar tracker was initially set to, so it's now confused. We'll put that in, so we're going to just pop a transform in right here, and that's just going to let us quickly put them back where they go. Right there. And now when we watch through that footage, they should stay right where they are. It looks like they're moving, but they're not, because that bar is swirling and it's speeding up. Look at that. All right. So yeah, that's all right. They're now glowing. They weren't before. There's some glow going on, but it's still not vibrant. It's still not fun. I mean, when we color grade and everything like that, it's going to look good. It's going to feel good. But I want it to be better. We've already gone this far. Why not make it a little better? So from here, where we have our nothing, we're going to just drop in below it intensity. Boop, boop. And we're going to say we want some settings on there. We got to give it another background node here, Colorist nothing. Just go whoop, 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 whoop. Down to there. And now we have that. We have our soft red, we have a hard red. So when we look at intensity in our left viewer, it looks like a laser beam coming down and going in like so. And that is pretty sharp. We might want to. And now you see that white going through when we scrub through the footage. That's all right. So let's just get it on that frame when we look through what it looks like on the viewer and see that it is a little bit bright. We can go back to our glow bar and we can just take in the width. We were modifying the height actually. And kind of just bring that in a little bit, and we can soften it up like so. Kind of just find a happy spot. So this is a huge debate about lightsabers right now, is should it be a solid? Should it be colored all the way through? And so yeah, if you were making a lightsaber, that would be something you'd be questioning, is whether or not I did this right. And we bring in the width. So yeah, that's just nice and just right. So intensity, it's red, it's solid red, that's good. And we're gonna go over here, we're gonna add in one more node on our way out, call it X-Glow. These are intensity and X-Glow come from Reactor. You can use the stock, some of the stock stuff from there, but that's no fun. So now you see that we have a lot more glow just by putting that there. And we can colorize it. So we're going to leave it red. We're going to take all the blue out. We're going to just drop that down to a happy place of, we don't want pure red. We want this to be a glow. That's okay. That's okay. And we're going to just pop the gain up a little bit. You know, right around there. We're going to tweak some of the other settings. We'll boost up our Fibonacci, kind of change how it spreads. I'm going to just make some tweaks, kind of glow size. So that is where, when we come here, we're going to want to go back to this matte control And maybe just boost out the spread a little bit. How soft that is. You can kind of even do that with the soft edge. So now you can see we're just widening it out. Just kind of going through and doing that thing. That might be a little vibrant. A little. We want to take down some of our gain. So you can see how that's affecting down there. So wherever that map was, we can clip. We can pre-divide, post multiply. Nope, not that one. Unmultiply. Clip our whites a little bit. We're just making adjustments. Just tweaking things. Yeah. Trying to find it where it feels right. And it might be that, yeah, our glow bar is too wide. So we got to take that in a notch. And our Mac control might be not as happy, that blurry. Yeah, I mean, we're just working it. You can see how it spins. And at this point, it's just fine-tuning the look. You know, how soft is it? Do we put in an edge on it? Border edge. And yeah, I could spend hours. So we have this where it passes through. This is technically, it goes so quick that you don't even notice, I didn't mask out the hose at all. So when you watch the finished footage, it goes by so fast that you're never even going to notice that. So yeah, we can just pop out here and kind of see here. I've already rendered it out and color graded it. And this is the footage that we used. Yeah, we just did that. Very nice. Just gives it that. We go back to her clicking. Gotta add that click in, everything. All these sound effects. Makes that ambience just feel. But yeah, very simple setup. We did it all in Fusion. This footage isn't color graded and it looks funny out here in the edit page because we're not in Fusion. A lot of things are going on and we just need to get it over here. We're gonna do, that work is done elsewhere. But you can see we're just dialing it in and it's just tweaking the settings. Do you want it to speed up? Do you want it to slow down? That's that angle piece right there. You know, we got to maybe we'll bring the level in. Maybe we don't like how much it is, but it's so personal. You just kind of pretty much made its own little thing. It's set right there. And then we're just going through and tweaking settings. And then when you get back to the color grade, it's going to be magical. So hopefully, yeah, that is how I quickly showed you and slap. So this is slap comp stage. For the one that you saw finished, yeah, there was a little bit more that went into it, but the basic node structure is exactly the same. So we have our main footage going into creating a planar track. We use that planar track to lock in our glow bar that spins. And then we have that planar tracker. We have a general red glow to give a little bit more broader ambiance to the whole scene. And then we brought that down through tintensity. So technically, because of how tintensity works, these didn't need to be red, but you know, it's nice to know that that's where that's coming from. Our X glow then came through and gave a little bit more volume and a little bit more feel. And then we had the mattes that localized it to that one area. to the areas that we wanted that glow to be coming from. We can even do more if we wanted to. You could make a bigger glow where we're just taking that and kind of going with running this map control through here, I think, like this. And you can go, we have this map control, localizing it, and we can kind of just go with, make that screen, kind of go and just make another map control. Kind of just pop this over here. We can kind of see what we're doing. It gives us a little bit more of effect. So we just go blur, expand, and blur. If you want to give it a little bit more body outside of it, and then you just bring in that blend a little bit. So you get a little bit more softer overlap. And we do screen, maybe we do multiply. No. See what we do, lighten. Yeah, that didn't do it. That's not what we want. How about overlay? No. Yeah, let's just stick with screen. It was nice. We can kind of gain that up if we wanted. Go up 3. No, we can't do that. Yeah. So now we're just making that a little bit bigger, a little bit broader, just adding more ambience and feel, and a lot of that's going to get dialed in. But anyways, if you made it this far, stayed this long, please like, subscribe, do those other YouTubey things. I don't know. I'm not great at this. This has been my version of the joy of color grading as the joy of compositing. If you like Bob Ross style videos, this one's for you. Until next time, let's keep making things not be compost, but composited. Enjoy.